On June 22, 1952, in the heart of Ohsweken on the Six Nations Reserve in Ontario, Canada, a baby boy named Graham Greene was welcomed into the world by his parents, John and Lillian Greene. He belonged to the Oneida Nation, and though no one could have foreseen it then, this child would go on to capture the hearts of millions through his storytelling, acting, and music. On September 1st, 2025, at the age of 73, the world bid farewell to him. His passing left a void, but his legacy still lives on, not only in the films and shows he graced, but in the lives of those who felt the truth and depth he brought to every performance. At the time of his death, Graham had an estimated net worth of $1 million, a reflection of both his hard work and enduring success. Greene's early years were filled with simplicity and community. His father worked as a paramedic and maintenance man, while his mother built a home filled with love and care. As a young man, he left the reserve and moved to Hamilton, Ontario, experiencing life outside his roots while always staying connected to them. Before stepping into the limelight, he worked in steel plants, welding, and drafting. He also spent time as an audio technician for rock bands in Newfoundland and Labrador, where his fascination with sound and rhythm began to grow. Music became the bridge that led him toward acting. Encouraged by musician Kelly J. to give theater a chance, Graham took a leap of faith. That small push would set him on a lifelong journey of performance and storytelling. By the 1970s, Greene had started performing professionally on stage in both Toronto and England. His early breakthrough came in 1976 when he toured with James Rene's Wakusta, sparking a passion for live performance that never left him. He became a fixture at Native Earth Performing Arts, where he shined in the role of Pierre St. Pierre in Dry Lips' Autumn Move to Kapuskasing. Audiences connected with the warmth, humor, and vulnerability he brought to his characters, qualities that would define his acting career for decades. Greene also stretched his talents beyond Indigenous-centered productions. He performed in works like The Crackwalker and boldly stepped into the role of Shylock in The Merchant of Venice at Stratford, demonstrating his fearlessness and artistic range. Television soon became another powerful platform for his artistry. His first small-screen appearance came in 1979 with The Great Detective, and a few years later, he made his film debut in Running Brave in 1983. Though he often admitted that his first role was far from perfect, that humility only fueled his determination to grow and refine his skills. His breakout television role came in Spirit Bay between 1984 and 1986, one of the first series portray Indigenous life with authenticity. As Pete Baba Greene, Graham embodied the humanity, warmth, and everyday reality of First Nations people, bringing representation that had long been missing. The 1990s saw his television career flourish even more. In Northern Exposure, he played Leonard Quinahawk, a shaman who bridged worlds with quiet dignity. On The Red Greene Show, he displayed his comedic genius as Edgar K.B. Montrose, an eccentric explosives expert, proving his ability to charm audiences with laughter just as easily as with wisdom. Greene continued to enrich television with memorable performances in shows like Wolf Lake, being Erica Longmire, where he played the unforgettable Malachi Strand, and later in 1883, portraying Spotted Eagle, a crow elder full of wisdom and humor. His characters were always layered, deeply human, and unforgettable. The turning point in his career came in 1990 with the role of Kicking Bird in Kevin Costner's epic film Dances with Wolves. His powerful and gentle portrayal of the Lakota character earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor and introduced him to a global audience. Greene wasn't just acting. He was representing his people and carrying their stories into mainstream culture. The success of this role opened the door to many more. He became known for his wit and depth in Thunderheart in 1992 as Walter Crowhorse, his humor in Maverick in 1994 alongside Mel Gibson, his strength in Die Hard with Vengeance in 1995 next to Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson, and his heartbreaking dignity as Arlen Bitterbuck in The Green Mile in 1999. The momentum never slowed. In the 2000s and beyond, Greene continued delivering unforgettable performances in films such as Skins in 2002, Transamerica in 2005, Casino Jack in 2010, The Shack in 2017, Wind River the same year, and Molly's Game also in 2017. Each role carried his unique ability to blend humor, tragedy, and cultural truth. Younger generations came to know him through his voice work as Chief Rain's Fall in the acclaimed video game Red Dead Redemption 2, where his tender and wise delivery left players moved. Recognition came in abundance. Greene earned an Academy Award nomination, won a Grammy, Gemini, Canadian Screen, and Dora Maverick Awards. In 2015, he was honored as a member of the Order of Canada, one of the nation's highest recognitions. In 2025, he received the Governor General's Performing Arts Award, celebrating a lifetime dedicated to the arts and Canadian culture. Off-screen, Greene was as genuine as the characters he portrayed. With his wife, Hilary Blackmore, he shared a warm home outside Toronto, raising 4 children and caring for what he jokingly called a small army of cats. He loved simple joys, writing, building boats, and playing golf, and often remarked that actors didn't need Hollywood to thrive. As long as one had a phone, a fax, and access to an airport, he believed they could live anywhere. That humility kept him grounded throughout fame. Life was not without challenges. In 1997, he struggled with a deep depression that required hospitalization. Yet he faced it openly and honestly, showing that even in vulnerability there is strength. His resilience offered hope to many, proving that it was possible to heal and continue living fully even after hardship. Graham's humor and humanity made him beloved. He often poked fun at his own work, once joking on a Red Greene show that in Dances with Wolves the native guy was okay, should have gotten the Oscar, but the rest of it was a yawn. Behind the humor was also a deep seriousness about representation. Greene spoke often about the importance of portraying Indigenous people as multidimensional, funny, flawed, loving, and fully human. "My people are very funny," he once said, and his career became proof of that. On September 1st, 2025, Greene passed away in Stratford, Ontario, after a long illness. His agent confirmed that his death was due to natural causes. While the world mourned the loss of a remarkable artist, it also celebrated a life defined by integrity, talent, and love. Greene's journey from a small reserve to global fame was more than just an actor's story. It was a story of resilience, culture, and the transformative power of storytelling. Greene's life reminds us of the importance of honoring where we come from and carrying it with pride wherever life leads. Through every role, he offered glimpses of humanity and heritage, whispering truths about identity and resilience. Though he is no longer physically here, his voice continues to echo across film, television, stage, and even video games. His legacy endures as a beacon for Indigenous representation and as a reminder of the power of humor, humility, and honesty. His spirit will forever live on, like firelight flickering in the night, warm, powerful, and unforgettable. Rest in power, Greene. Though you are gone, you will never be forgotten. Thank you for watching, and kindly subscribe, like, and share this video with family and friends.